infinite power.
Welcome back to the XMC's Cabin Fever World Cup. My name is Ken.
And I'm Jake.
Last week, we seen a great high-octane race with the closest points yet. Make sure to watch it if you missed it, as well as checking out all the other races in the tournament. And for more information on our tournament structure, click the link down in the description below.
After the last race, the Mustermobile and Auto Bon Jovi moved on to round 2. Taco Tuesday entered the double elimination bracket with Alice Cooper, and Rogue One is playing Hungry Hungry Hippos as it's booted into the loser's lounge and eliminated from the tournament.
Today's race is going to be an exciting one, featuring some of the fastest cars the XMC has ever seen. Let's take a look at our contestants.
First up is Soupy Maiden, spiced up with our driver, Dr. Salty. This is an incredibly fast and agile car. It is almost too fast for its own good though, as it ends up losing control very easily.
Next up is J.K. Stalin, driven by the stone philosopher, Dr. Dre. This is one of the best cars to grace the XMC with its mere presence. With practically no downside, I fully expect Dr. Dre to take this one to the finals.
Third up is Pat Benacar, driven by the heartbreaker himself, Mike. This car has a long history of winning every drag race known to man, and is the fastest car in the XMC thus far. This also leads to extreme crashes from loss of control. If Mike manages to keep it on the road, it could be a great contender for round 2.
That's right, Jake. Last but not least, it's Axl Rose, driven by the Lemon Pledge Queen, Mrs. Clean. This is the shark of all cars. Scary fast, does not play well with others, and dies if it stops. It sure is a wild card.
Good luck to all our contestants and drivers. It's a great looking day for a race. Let's move on to the starting line as we begin the first race of the day.
Amazing start. Pat Benacar is leading.
Pat and Stalling making it through Sun Peaks.
Soupy Maiden dropped his ladle. Pat still in first as everyone heads to Rockslide Ridge.
Pat and Stalling are close to the Cajun corner.
Pat lightnings through the tunnel, followed by Stalling. And Pat takes the win, followed by Stalling for second place. That was a great finish, and they both impressively did it in reverse.
Soupy Maiden spilled all over himself going through the tunnel, and Axl Rose is nowhere to be found. Search parties are out in force.
At the end of race 1, Pat Benacar takes first, with J.K. Stalling in second. Soupy Maiden and Axl Rose will need to pull a rabbit out of their tailpipes for the next race, after that horrible first attempt.
Axl Rose was on fire in the tunnel. Apparently, everything is fine now, and miraculously, the car still has all of its paint. Let's begin race 2.
Decent start.
Stalling in the lead, followed by Pat, going through Sun Peaks.
J.K. is stalling everyone out, blocking the path.
J.K. Stalling now followed by Maiden.
J.K. Stalling out again, gets a love tap by Maiden going into Cajun corner.
Stalling is losing control going into the tunnel and looked good on the way out. Across the bridge, now in complete control, and takes the win.
Soupy Maiden coming around the bend and takes second. What a great recovery from J.K. Stalling. I thought Dr. Dre was done for.
J.K. Stalling's loss of control after Sun Peaks absolutely destroyed Pat Benacar. Axl Rose ran out of gas on the last leg of the Sun Peaks turn.
That's why you just can't trust Jimmy with refueling your car. He sees the slightest glimmer of a candied paint job and he's gone. All bets are off.
At the end of race 2, Pat Benacar gets shot down to second, while J.K. Stalling is slithering his way to first. Soupy Maiden now on the main menu with Axl Rose still remaining unremarkable in literally every way possible.
Let's start race 3. Looking good.
Maiden loses control and flies off the cliff.
Axl Rose is out of control in first, now followed by Stalling and Pat through Sun Peaks.
Axel still leading, going through Rock Slide Ridge with a commanding lead. Looking good through Cajun Corner. And Axel's gained control. Blasted through the tunnel and across the bridge. And stalls.
Pat rockets around him and takes the win. Axel coming in second. What a great ending. Pat seen an opening and took it. Soupy Maiden went skydiving into the river below.
That looked painful. Good thing Dr. Salty can swim. J.K. Stalling decided to levitate over the barricade and down the ramp.
Pat Benacar hit Axl Rose with her best shot, skyrocketing to first with 10 points. J.K. Stalling is punted to second with 8.
Axl Rose begrudgingly taking second place next to Soupy Maiden.
Yeesh, that one hurts. Like bleach in your raccoon wounds.
Okay, can't argue with that.
We would like to take a quick moment to thank our patrons Colin and Win. If you want to support the channel or 3D print a bunch of designs featured on the XMC, consider checking it out. Now let's get back to the final race.
And they're off. Pat is in the lead.
Corner kerfuffle and Axel flips over.
Pat saying goodbye to the pack as she goes through Rock Slide Ridge.
Pat playing it safe, going through Cajun Corner, followed by Maiden. Rockets over the bridge, around the corner, and takes the win.
We're not done yet. Maiden is coming in. And takes second. I thought Maiden was out of this until I heard sounds coming from the tunnel.
Axl Rose blocked J.K. Stalling from finishing. Dr. Dre must be absolutely furious. After the final round, Pat Benacar cements its victory with a landslide of 15 points. Even after being car blocked, J.K. Stalling manages to stick second place with 8 points. Soupy Maiden's miraculous recovery takes third place with 6 points, beating out Axl Rose for dead last with a measly 3 points.
Pat Benacar and J.K. Stalling will move on to round 2. Soupy Maiden joins the double elimination group with Alice Cooper and Taco Tuesday. And Axl Rose is welcome to the jungle. No car deserved elimination more than this one. The Loser's Lounge awaits thee.
Thanks for tuning in to another Xtreme Mountain Challenge. I have been told that subscribing to the channel and hitting the thumbs up button is a great way to increase your karma, save the environment, and help protect local wildlife.
We cannot legally say that, Ken. The XMC does not officially endorse anything that comes out of Ken's mouth. Please, Ken, no more lawsuits.
Remember, only you can prevent engine fires.
Okay then, good night everybody, have an amazing weekend, and see you next time for the final group race of round 1.